preparing. Why preparing? Yes, we are live, Caydee.
Ah.
Finally, we got it. Even though we have some technical issue today, okay, I still managed to do it. Okay, thank you so much, Caydee, for jumping into this coffee talk session because I'm so glad to have you on board right here. And Caydee, do you still remember when is the first time we met each other?
You're basically on one of my seminars. That was
Let
over 2 years ago.
let me bring you back to our first day. You still remember this?
Yes, I do. Oh my gosh, you still have that one. Wow.
This is the first time. It's like exactly 2 years. 2019, we meet out each other, and it's April 27th and 28th. I'm like, whoa! And I still keep this. And I remember I have the tag, but the tag I actually take it out because I want to put everything smoothly into my cards so that I remove the tag. So I said, whoa, it's like exactly 2 years. And this is your seminar, Master Your Life. So let me introduce to you Caydee. All right, Caydee is on a mission to educate and guide people to live a happier and purposeful life through her seminar, as just now I mentioned to you this, and also coaching sessions. She is a certified business trainer, certified hypno coach, certified NLP practitioner, and certified life coach. For more than 12 years, she empowered more than 1,800 people to attain their desired goals, career, and achieve more success and happiness in their life through her numerous two-day seminars and personal 6 months coaching session. So her practical, yes, I want to stress it here, is practical and no nonsense because her seminar is really practical and coaching provide tangible results and skills that help people to find their passion and achieve their goals, allowing them to get out from the corporate rat race and live the life that they truly want. And Caydee, she is an accomplished leader who encourage people to see and live up to their full potential. This is very important, right? We want to live up to our full potential and through her own personal experience and struggles. She is also an authentic and transparent trainer as well, and she has the ability to share a lot of amazing story to you and sometimes with some shocking examples from her own life to her audience. And definitely I heard some of her real life story. And I really hope that she can share more with us today. Thank you. Welcome, Caydee.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the invitation and for the introduction. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
Yeah. Okay, let's come over here. Yes, I know that early of this year, Caydee, you joined up you have this happiness program, right? You roll up this happiness program, and let's talk today. It's all about happiness. Okay, so I'm so curious about this. I never asked you before. It's like, what does happiness means to you?
Basically, happiness to me means a positive feeling, overall feeling right now, and a positive outlook for the future. So that, I enjoy my day, and I know that the future will bring some really nice treats for me too.
Yes,
That's what it means for me.
positive outlook, the key point, right? So, sometimes when I found that there's so many limiting beliefs that people hold back themselves when they are in the pursuit of their happiness. And a lot of people, when I ask them, they say, I want this happy and healthier life. And happiness looks like it's a very major thing in their life. Then, Caydee, can you share with us, like, what are the limiting beliefs that people tends to have in the pursuit of their happiness?
Yeah, basically, a lot of people don't really know what happiness means to them. A lot of people think that, the more money you earn, the happier you will be. Or the more gadgets you gain, like a bigger TV screen or the nicest, biggest car or whatever, a baby, a dog, that brings them happiness. But unfortunately, that is a false belief, and that is not true. Yes, their happiness will rise for a short period of time, but then it basically will continually bring you back to where you have been before, and you have absolutely no gain in that one. A couple of other false beliefs are, I can't be happy if if something goes wrong. So if nothing goes really right, I can't be happy. But we're all learning from mistakes. This is the way we learn, right? So whenever there is a mistake, we learn from it and we grow. So we should embrace that one as part of our journey to more happiness, instead of just saying, no, it didn't go right. That doesn't really help us further, right? A lot of times I come across to one of the beliefs, which is happiness is nothing I can learn. You're either happy or you're not. And there I have to say that that is a false belief too, because there's one thing, that around 50% of your happiness is based on your genes. So basically you are either, you have the luck and you had happy family, which gave you the good genes, the same as your height or whatever, the length of your pinky finger, or
That's what I always say. Do you see my finger is so short?
Sorry, that's part of your genes, and the same goes with the happiness too. But there's still 40% or 50% basically, which you can influence. 10% is the way how you're living. So what kind of house do you have? Do you have the car and things like that? So they count, yes, but they only count to 10% out of your whole happiness level, or happiness baseline, if you want it that way. And the other 40% you can influence on a everyday basis. You can put routines in there, affirmations in there, a lot of other things in order to boost your happiness.
We are going to coming to this one later on, because I found that just now, Caydee, you share about this three. Basically, a lot of people have these limiting beliefs on. They feel like something is like external. Only they, even though I found that a lot of people love to delay happiness. They found that they want something like this. When I get this, I will be happy, right? When I get my dream car, I will be happy. If I get the four flat, if you are a student, right? It's like if you get a four flat, then I will be happy. But in fact, it's not this case. This is like one of the limiting belief that also holds us back.
Yeah, especially the I will be happy when. This is one really, really big one. If you are talking to yourself with I will be happy when this and that happens, forget it. Get rid of that one. Try to be happy right now, because you are living in the here and now, and you're not living in the future, and you have absolutely no clue what happens in the future, what happens next week, what happens today in the evening. Theoretically, you could be run over by a car, sorry to say that, by tonight.
Yes.
But you wanted to be happy next year.
Yeah.
That is not the case. So if you want to be happy, start today and do something about it.
Yes.
It's all in your hand.
I love what you say is happiness is here and now.
Definitely, yeah.
It's not next hour. It is not tonight or tomorrow, but it's really here and now. Even there's a song, Caydee, I don't know whether you listened before. That's actually I forgot the whole lyrics, but the happiness is here and now is so ingrained in my mind. It's like happiness is here and now. It's like a song that we can really sing and remind ourselves.
I have to write that down. Thank you.
There is a song. I think I know where to get. Is I learned from Dr. Pang Chinka from Sunway Medical Center. He is a psychiatrist that he teach a lot on happiness as well. And I think it's a song that he record in the YouTube as well. You can check it out.
No, I'll check it out.
I love to sing the song. It's like very lively and it's like ingrained in my mind, and I can really use it when I want it. And I also want to share with you. Sometimes we see people, they are like so happy all the time. Like most of the time, 99% of the time you see them, they are having the big smiling face, like, and some of us is not like that. I would say that both of us falling into this category. Like when we work, we are we are serious. Then when we are having very excited moment, then we feel like, yes, we are into that emotion. Then we have these two group of people, kind of very totally very different. I wonder, is there any like a baseline to measure the happiness? Like, whether they can know that this is a measure. Please share with us.
So basically, yes, there definitely is a baseline. And I already mentioned before that 50% of your happiness is based by your genes. So basically, if you see that as a circle or something like that, this is something you cannot do anything about. There are people who are blessed with happiness because of their genes. And I had a couple of colleagues like that too. Good morning, how are you? It's such a great day today. And you're sitting there, it's like, um, this is not my happiness baseline. I come from a family with, I would say, a pretty low baseline. So we are pretty serious all the time. There is hardly any laughter in the family. This is something I grew up with, and this is something which made me tick the way I tick too. So I was wondering all the time too, it's like, why are those people so much happier than I am? In fact, they aren't. They just have a different baseline. So if my baseline is here and their baseline is there, I will probably never reach their baseline. But what they are doing is they're swinging around their baseline for their whole lives. And I do the same. I swing around my baseline for basically during my life. So when good things happen, I'm basically above this baseline. And when bad things happen, I'm somewhere below this baseline. But our happiness is something like a thermostat, like an aircon, if you want it that way. So if it gets too hot in the room, so you are too happy, it will bring you down to a normal level again. And if it's too bad, it will also get you up and basically like pull you up again, right?
Yes.
And brings you back to your baseline. But the thing is, even if there is a gap between us and them, let's say it that way, we can close this gap a little bit through different techniques and things like that, so that we are raising our baseline a bit. And in my last program that I was running was a 6-week happiness challenge where I had people with me for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And they all raised their baseline by 20%, which is a lot.
So great.
So that is absolutely awesome. And to see their development from a grumpy person to basically, hey, yeah, my life is just a lot smoother right now because I am a lot more happier. This is just awesome to see.
Wow. So glad. Then that's why we come to this one. It's like just now when we say that, come to more technical part, a lot of people forgot about happiness is actually an inside job. A lot of like what you mentioned about the limiting beliefs, the people may chase after the material, which is the outside material, the car, solid things that they want. Yes, this is like kind of temporary. You can feel the happiness, but
Sure.
sometimes for a prolonged period of time that you can feel the joy, the happiness, it is more on the inside job. So I really hope that you can share with us that what are the techniques that we can use to biohack our brain so that we can feel more happiness.
There are tons of techniques. I won't go into every one of them. That would take us way too long. But there is, I think, one of the biggest things that we can use is music. You said it for yourself. You're listening to that Happiness is Here and Now song all the time. So basically, maybe you have experienced that by yourself, that you're sitting somewhere and you're listening to music and suddenly you feel sad. You're listening to a really moody piece, maybe like some sad music on the piano or something like that, and your whole body goes into the sad mode. We see that all the time in movies. Yeah, when they start to be like, when something bad is happening, you already know it because the music is already there. It brings your body into that state. Something is happening. Music is perfect for that one. You can do, instead of using the sad music or the aggressive music or something like that, you could use, for example, upbeat music. Upbeat music is a music which brings you to a really, really good mood in a really short time. Just an example, I had my daughter here. We had a huge fight. because her sister destroyed the iPad, and it was her iPad too. So it was ooh, really, really bad. We had screaming here, we had crying here, and she was just lying on the floor, and she was just like completely sad and completely devastated because her iPad is broken. She cannot play Minecraft anymore, which she loves at the moment. So what I did is, instead of taking too much time with her, I just put on happy music, in that case, upbeat music. And suddenly, like half an hour later, she was sitting there and she was like, ding, it was like, what happened to that crying girl there? She changed her mood completely. Yes, she was still sad because the iPad was broken, but this totally mood is completely overwritten by the upbeat music. It works. So you can Google that one. You can find YouTube tracks. Just find the one that you like the most and just put it on. And I'm working with that one by now most of the time. So when I'm working and I need to produce something, I have upbeat music running because it is a lot easier to just be in a flow and just do something instead of having heavy metal on.
Yeah, me too. I found one thing is sometimes music can be a good anchoring. Anchoring means that for those that not yet know what is anchoring means, it can bring you back to the memory that is you that when you feel is like, let's say you want to be more focused, more concentrate, and also more confident, more creative. That particular music that you listen all the time that can really bring you back to the state that you feel is more focused, more concentrate, and that's the part that I feel like is we are in the flow
Yeah,
of
definitely.
doing the thing. So whether it's happiness or other thing, when you want to have more focus, because I always tell people I'm a queen of focus. When it comes to focus, I'm like, challenge me. I'm like,
Okay.
really, I when I focus on doing one thing, I'm really, really focused. So this is one, upbeat music. Second, do we have any tips?
Yeah, the second one is having an empowered morning routine in place. A lot of times I woke up in the mornings and I was completely grumpy and things like that. I was just brushing my teeth and then I directly went for breakfast. Our mornings here were completely stressed.
Yeah.
Especially with getting two kids ready for school. Come on, get your clothes on, do this, do that, whatever. And somewhere in my mornings, there was never enough time for myself to ground myself for the day.
Mhm.
So a couple of years ago, we started implementing a morning routine. And in this morning routine, I now ground myself. So I have a set of affirmations that I'm saying. I do a gratefulness exercise. I do a yoga stretching session in order to get the body moving in a more fluid way, which works really, really well. It grounds me, and I can go through the day without any issues. And I like, I like that routine. But I need to say, morning routines are based on personality.
Yes.
And that is something that most teachers, most seminars don't teach. They just say, oh, you should meditate in the morning. If you come with me and you tell me I have to meditate in the morning, I can only say, no,
Some people.
definitely no. No, it's not for me. I need something where I have active mornings, where basically I can go without any breakfast and I can just go outside and do my sports session. I wake up, basically brush my teeth and out of the house and do my sports session. And my husband is the exact opposite. He says, how can you do sports so early in the morning? I need my quiet time. I need my meditation,
Yeah.
things like that. So definitely a morning routine, a good morning routine is based on personality. So my suggestion is never try to adapt the morning routine of someone else. You have to have your own one. You have to build your own one with certain like building blocks or something like that. And that is at the end a morning routine which really fits to you.
Yeah, just now you mentioned about positive affirmation. Then stay on with us. That at the end of the session, Katie will send you this 92 or 96,
96.
96 positive affirmation, which is a very powerful one because each of us we have a different 96. We are not going to say all for the one shot. Pick one, two, three that you feel like is really resonate with you because I'm definitely a big fan of positive affirmation. The first ever thing that I do in the morning is gratitude moment. Then after that, positive affirmation. This does not take me more than 1 minute, right? It's just like so simple and yet so powerful. I love it so much. And then we come. Do you have any tips more to share? Upbeat music, positive morning routine. What else? Maybe you want to.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Even if we have a couple of people here who say, I don't like to dance, but dancing is something that really triggers your brain. It produces the right hormones inside your brain. So if you want to do something really good for yourself and for your happiness, put some music on and just dance, even if it's completely by yourself. No one needs to see it. Enjoy the time, enjoy the 3 to 5 minutes, and you will feel so much more energized afterwards. You will feel a lot happier because your body is producing the right hormones that you need. And at the end of the day, happiness is basically a combination of 4 different hormones. It's serotonin, dopamine, endorphin, and
Oxytocin.
oxytocin. Thank you. That just I
I'm a big
remembered
fan
only
of hormones.
German words right now. It's if you think German in the meantime, that's not working. So basically, those 4 hormones, and there are different ways how you can trigger them. But if you don't have enough of those hormones, then you are unhappy. If you have enough of those hormones, you are happy. So you can do something about that one. And that is one of the reasons why you're solely responsible for your own happiness and no one else, because you can do it. And you don't need other people to help you to feel happy.
Love these three so much, especially the dancing part. So
Yeah.
I tell you, it's like when you change your body posture, you literally can change how your happiness is.
Yeah.
Because this is scientifically proven that when we move our body, our whole mind, like the hormone, will be changes. So that's how you can feel the different way. And definitely when I love to dance as well, but nobody see me dancing. Normally I will dance in my own room. And when I dance, like I will like shake my ass. It's fine. Like nobody is here. We're like you are alone in the room. Like yeah, I love to do that. I don't know where I learned from, but I just know that this resonates with me, and I'm okay with that. Just do
If you
it.
remember the Master Your Life seminar, we danced there too, and
Yeah.
that's the reason why we did it. So basically, to trigger the right hormones, to feel happier and things like that, because learning requires energy, and if you don't have enough energy, you will not learn. That the same goes for school kids and things like that. So if kids should learn and they are sitting there like
Mm.
they won't learn. They need energy to learn. So yeah,
So
dancing is
glad that your kids
definitely
have
a
you.
good one.
So when you see your kids is like sitting there grumpy face, like when they're working, when they're studying, the whole body posture does not serve them.
Yeah,
That's why it's like move them. It's like, but I found that I don't know about Katie, your experience in back in Germany, about your experience in education. For me, born in Malaysia, we are not we are not used to have this. When we study, we sit very quiet. I don't know about you, like we have to sit very quiet in the classroom, that we are not able to move our body. It's like, I mean, within the four square of the table only. So that's why sometimes we feel like we are not in a very optimized brain
mm,
to absorb the information that we learn. Like now we go to seminar. I remember I go to your seminar, Master Your Life. We actually jump, we have all this music, we dance together. Then after like 5 minutes, 3 minutes now, we come back to the information and we can absorb much better than that.
yeah.
Really love.
It is a little bit different in the German school system, I have to say, because first of all, we don't have we don't have line seatings. So we have a lot of times like group seatings, 6 people together on tables. So you see each other, you can interact with each other. That is completely fine. And normally the classrooms are decorated with some colors here, and the stuff that you draw is somewhere on the wall to give a little bit more input. And what we also have is a lot of times we are moving from classroom to a different classroom in order to go to a different teacher, because that basically brings up your energy level again, your state. So you move to the next classroom, you sit down, you have a different partner next to you. and gives you a complete different interaction. And that works, in my point of view, really, really well.
Wow, I love it. It's just like I remember it's like the 1 year that my sitting partner beside me will be forever that person. I can't change. I'm like, oh, so that's my education background a little bit. So now we switch gear a little bit. We share about this. It's like so many of people. I believe that Katie, you are a life coach, and I have coaching as well. I found that a lot of them that telling me this is I can't be happy because there are so many challenges in our life. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like every day we have so many challenges that how they're going to feel the happiness. That definitely in life we are human. We definitely will meet up with a lot of life challenges. That even me this morning I also faced with some mm, some challenges which I need to deal with. And now share with us how to deal with challenges so that we can feel more happy, right?
Basically, we have to go through them. they will they will always be in our lives. They will always test us. It happened to me, I think 4 weeks ago. One of my computers was so full that I could not work on the computer anymore, and I had to do backups of my data, and I put the backups on the backup drive, and suddenly my backup drive broke. But after I deleted everything on my computer, so all my data was basically gone. We finally figured, after like 2 days, we figured we could access this via a Windows computer because we're using Apple here in the house. And with Windows, we could save the file, the external drive. But nevertheless, it gave us like fights at home and whatever. Why didn't you save that stuff earlier? Goodness, I'm not a computer professional. I'm basically a trainer. I'm a mom of two at the same time. So I don't know. So at the end of the day, those challenges will always be there. But worst part was after everything was fixed, our laptop broke completely. So motherboard is broken. And now my husband lost his data.
Mm.
Those challenges are always in our lives. Whatever it is, we can't go through. I mean, we have to go through them. And this is what I meant with this baseline. So sometimes we have those good things which happen to us, which bring us to a pretty high, and sometimes we have the low ones. But if we have a thermostat, it will always bring us back. If we use a couple of techniques, like the dancing, like the upbeat music, instead of pulling the blanket over our head and just disappearing, what a lot of people do, then we can pull ourselves out of this deep zone a lot easier.
Yes, definitely. It's a skill to learn. As definitely learning how to be happy is a skill that
Yeah,
definitely we can learn. So we are not trapped into the saying that, oh, I'm forever not happy. But we can learn how to be happy. Because I found that one thing also I would just want to highlight here is a lot of people think that in life, right, we have all these challenges. And for me is I think that when we learn how to cope with it, the how, the skill, that when we are facing with these challenges, it's easier for us to go through
definitely.
because we know how.
Yeah.
That's why I keep learning every single day. It's like non-stop learning. I like my mom asked me, when can you stop learning? I said no. I just signed up a course, recently. It's like how to have a best sleep ever course. It's like I want to have a good night's sleep, how to help other people to have a good night's sleep. So this is a course to learn out, how. And Katie, do you have any message to send to our audience, whether in Zoom right now or in a Facebook Live right now, which they may need to hear some from you about happiness?
Basically, yeah, if you're feeling unhappy from time to time, if you're feeling miserable from time to time, or too much stressed out or something like that, use the techniques that we just discussed about. So use some upbeat music, use some dancing, use affirmations. And as Joyce already mentioned, I have a small gift for you. It's
Yeah, let me pull
96
out your
96 affirmation cards for 12 areas of your life. So basically, there is almost everything in there what you need. And affirm your life. Use those affirmations for yeah, in the mornings when you wake up or in the evenings when you go to bed, just read through them or take them like one a day. It's like, this is my affirmations for the day. You can just pick one and just use it to affirm it.
Oh,
And yeah, those are this is the deck for the affirmation card. That's right. Thank you so much, Joyce. And basically with those ones, you can use them. You can your subconscious mind makes what's on this card true.
yeah.
Your subconscious mind is such a cool thing. So basically, it's like an iceberg, and you don't see the stuff which is underneath the water, and this is your subconscious mind. And nevertheless, if you program it the right way, and you can do that with affirmations, then your brain will do exactly what it's been told to do. It's like a small weapon that we have, which we can use in order to be happier too.
Yes, definitely. Not only mention it out, I will have this small little suggestion, hope you don't mind, is when we are mentioning, saying out on this affirmation, please just feel it as well.
Yes.
Take a moment to feel it deeply inside you. When you are saying that you are healthy, I'm strong, that make a moment to really feel how healthy you are. Like you are like the most healthy person in the world. Like, go and take a look at how to, you can see, hear, and feel practically, right? This is another big topic we can talk about next time, Caydee.
That's right.
There's definitely a big one. So this one, please go to the katieschwartz.com/affirmation cards to get your download. There's 96 powerful affirmations right there. So, Caydee, if they would love to know more about you, where they need to go through to see you.
Basically, they can find me on Facebook. Facebook.com/Caydee Schwartz. And you can get some more information about my upcoming programs there. There will be a happiness program in the next couple of weeks because we're already talking about happiness today.
Yes.
I will host a 2 to 3 hour happiness masterclass where we talk a little bit more in detail about what you can do to be happier. We are talking about a lot more in detail about affirmations, about morning routines, and so on. I would love to see you there. So drop me a message over Facebook. I will get back to you. That will be awesome.
Yeah, because that event is on 15th of May, right? Am I right?
15th of May. Yeah, that's right.
15th of May will be on Saturday.
It's a
So
Saturday morning. It will be morning time here. So I think 9 o'clock. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
go to check on this because Caydee is working on the page for you to register. So go to the page to check it out. Her Facebook page just now I shared, so that you can go to the registration page when Caydee opened for registration for the happiness webinar. What do you say? It's a webinar, right?
It's a masterclass, yeah, 2 to 3 hours. So we have lots of questions and questions and answers in there.
So cute. Because sometimes when Caydee talk too fast. Okay, got it. Okay, so
if your brain is working faster than your mouth.
so that's why you are keeping up to the pace. Thank you so much, Caydee, for sharing with us so many great ones. Right now, Caydee and I would love to hear from you. You can type in the comment section wherever join us in Zoom. You can type in the you can share with us later. What is the one thing that you learned? What is the one great insight that you learned from Caydee and you would love to put into your action right now? Thank you, Caydee, and see you all. Have a great evening.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.